Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll be discussing another concept inside object-oriented programming called abstraction. So to understand abstraction, let's go to our code editor, and there I'm going to show you some example. So guys, as you can see, abstraction is nothing but it's just a fundamental concept inside Python programming that allows us to simplify the complex concept and focuses on the essential details. It involves hiding unnecessary detail and exposing only the relevant information to the user. See, sometimes what happens actually whenever you are implementing any kinds of software, you want to hide some, let's say, hide some functionality. Okay, so you don't want to actually show to the user. That means you don't want to show to your junior developer like what you have implement, right? So for this, actually, you can use abstraction. Even you can also put some constraint. Okay, you can also put some constraint restriction to the junior programmer if they want to use your class. Okay, that means if they want to inherit with your class, so you can apply some constraint, you can apply some condition. If this condition is matching, then your junior programmer will be able to access the functionality, okay, inside your let's say class you implemented. That means what happens inside our parent class, we define some of the functionality. Okay, let's say we define some attributes, we define some methods, then we'll apply some constraint so that whenever on top of it any child class would be implemented, let's say any child class wants to inherit that particular parent class, so that particular child class has to follow the same constraint. That means whatever constraint you will be giving, it has to follow the same constraints. Again, the things are a little bit complicated, I know that. So let's see the example. I think then this part would be clear. So let's say here you are working in a software, you are implementing one bank software, okay, banking application. Let's say you are implementing one bank application, okay, bank app. Fine. So definitely, first of all, this bank app should be connected to the database, because in the database only all the users information would be there, okay, of the bank. Now let's say as a senior programmer, you have actually written this functionality, this bank app functionality, okay, the main functionality you have written. Now let's say there are some junior programmer, what they will do, they will create some application on top of the bank app. Let's say this is my main server of the bank, okay, I have implemented as a senior programmer. Now my junior programmer will create one web app, okay, web app on top of this particular bank app. Then he might also create something called mobile app, because you know that, right? Now it is actually all the banking system having their website and mobile app, okay, and it will have one main bank server. Okay, this is what actually your senior programmer, let's say, implemented, and these two actually your junior programmer will implement. Okay, and now here you can apply some constraint as a senior programmer. If they want to access your bank app, that means main server, they want to pass one security, okay, security layer. If they're passing the security layer, then they will be able to access this particular bank server. Otherwise, they won't be able to do it. Okay, so for this, let me show you one example of the abstraction, okay, how it can be used. So see, if you want to use abstraction, so you have to use one class called abstraction base class, okay, and it is actually available inside one library. So you have to import that library from abc, import abc, that means abstraction base class, and you have to also import another method here called abstraction class method. No, I think abstract method. Okay, this one actually you have to import. Then let's say as a senior programmer, okay, as a senior programmer, I'll be writing the main bank server code. So let's say this is my bank server, and it would be inherited with the abstraction base class. If you want to create an abstraction class, just try to remember, guys, this is not a simple class right now. This is an abstraction based class right now. Okay, if you want to perform this abstraction concept inside OOP, you have to inherit with the ABC, that means abstraction based class, okay, of your parent class, the class actually you are implementing as a senior programmer. Okay, now inside that, let's say first of all, I'll write one functionality. Let's say database. Main server should connect with the database. Okay, if I want to use the application self, so let's say inside that I'll give a message connected database. Okay, let's say this is the message I'm printing as of now. Now inside that I'll be giving the constraint to the junior programmer. So here I'll just write, if you want to access, okay, if you want to access my bank server functionality, so first of all you have to, okay, you have to pass one security. That means you should also have the security function in your code. So I will create a function called security. Inside that I'll just write security passed. Okay, now see, this is not actually simple method right now. This is a abstraction method, okay, abstract method. Okay, this is abstract method. Now see what will happen. Now if I execute the program, it will work fine. But before executing, I'm going to create another class here. Now let's say this class is implementing by the junior programmer, okay, junior programmer. Now the class name is, let's say, this one. So he will be creating one mobile app, let's say, on top of the main bank server. So let's say mobile app. Okay, and it would be inherited with the bank server. Okay, that means the parent class. And inside that, let's say he has written one function, mobile login. First of all, definitely, first of all, your mobile should be logged in. So here, I'll just give a message, mobile app login successful. Fine. Now see, if I'm executing this code, now let's see if I want to create the object of mobile app. Now see what will happen. So you'll just write mob is equal to mobile app. Now see, if I execute the program, it will throw me one error. See, so it is telling can't instantiate abstract class mobile app without an implementation of abstract method security. That means as a senior programmer, you have given one constraint. If you want to inherit with my bank server, that means if you want to access all the functionality of my bank server, you should have the security function in your code as well. Okay, so that's actually, you can put some constraint to the junior programmer. Otherwise, what will happen? They won't be creating the security. And again, this application won't be a robust application. Okay, it won't be a secured application. Okay, so as a senior programmer, you have to take care, because it's possible junior programmer may mistake. Okay, these are the thing. Okay, now we are telling, if you want to create a bank server, if you want to create some application on top of the bank server, security must be there. Okay, in your code, otherwise it won't be working. Okay, now what you will do, you will come here and you will create one security function here. Let's say security, and inside that, let's say you'll just write mobile app security. Okay, let's say this is the message I have given. Fine. Now see, if I execute the program right now, if I want to initialize the object, see, it will work fine. Okay, there is no error, because now this security functionality you have also created, whatever actually your senior programmer suggested to you. Okay, this is the idea. Now let's see, if I want to access the database right now, or let's see if I want to access the mobile login, I can do it. I'll just write mob dot, let's say, now let's say I will call this method mobile login. Now see, if I execute, this is working fine. Okay, now let's say I want to access the database from my parent class. I think you know there is a method I created called database. See, I can also access this. Fine. Okay, so that's how actually you can apply any kinds of constraint to the child class. Okay, if you're a senior programmer, this kinds of functionality you already have, okay, inside OOP. And again, this is like very less used topic inside object-oriented programming. So I've seen like very less application they're using the abstraction in their actual implementation. But again, if you want to use it, you can use it, because if there is any requirement, you have to use the abstraction. So definitely you can use it there. Okay, it's not about only one function. You can also put the restriction to the multiple function as well. Let's say if I create another method here, let's say display. Okay, so inside that I'm going to write, let's say, displaying the data. Now again, this is a, let's say, abstract method. Okay, now see, now again, if I want to execute my code, let's say I want to initialize the mobile app object, it will again throw me error. It is telling a display is not present, okay, in your, let's say, implementation. So what do you have to do? Again, you have to implement another method called display. Now inside that you will be writing displaying data or anything. Now see, if I execute the program right now, it is working fine. Okay, so that's how actually you can put restriction, you can put like constraint to the junior programmer. So yes, this is the topic I just wanted to let you know, and this was the last topic inside OP, because we have completed all the topics. Okay, all the topics present inside object-oriented programming inside Python, and now I think everything is clear. Now it's time to create one project with the help of OP, but before that I'm going to teach you some more concept, like what is modular coding inside Python, because many of you will have the like question, what is modular coding and how to write the modular coding. Let's say if I'm writing something in a file, how to import that particular code in any other file. Okay, this is called modular coding. So we'll be also discussing that part. Then we'll be implementing one amazing object-oriented programming project, okay, with the help of all the concept we have learned so far. Okay, so yes, this is all about from this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching this particular video, and I will see you next time.